walking next to a forest and you saw some people walking out of the forest and they look mighty creepy, what would be the first thing you would do? Some people might say run away or walk the other direction. You know what I would do? I would record it. I would record it for likes on the internet. How do these people capture the perfect moment whenever they encounter something in the forest? I don't know. The forest has to be the scariest place I've ever heard of because you don't know what's in it. It like from like weird people to animals that want to probably like murder you. We watched this video on a stream of this creepy forest encounters. By the way, you can check out my stream at twitch.tv/Samson4x. Be in the description. And yeah, let's get it. I don't know why you would go in a forest.
In January 2015, a group of New Zealand film students were recording outside their school at Auckland's Parnell railway station. The footage you're seeing now was recorded by a student named Chris Muir. For a few minutes, Chris and his friends were messing around and having fun as they filmed. But that's when the group spotted a man and a woman wearing creepy white masks hiding in the tall grass next to the station and staring ominously at the camera.
Holy shit. That looks what I just said. Yo, what are they wearing? You know, it'd be scary if they just started sprinting. Yo, I thought he was teleporting. I thought it was like levitating for a second.
The masked people were probably pranksters from the school trying to creep them out, which is why they can be heard laughing throughout the footage. However, the students later confessed that it was more so nervous laughter and that they were actually pretty terrified during the encounter.
Yeah.
Disturbingly, looking at the footage, they noticed that the couple appeared to be armed. In some of the clips, it looks like one of them is holding a pistol.
Wait. One, she looked like an older woman, so that's an easy lick. Now, the other guy, I don't know, but like, that's an easy lick, kinda. She did have a gun, though, so let me shut the fuck up.
Where's the other one?
Where's the other
one? I don't see him.
Oh my god.
As soon as the suspects got a little too close for comfort, the group ran back to the main road, after which they reportedly saw a police chopper approaching the area of the incident. It's not entirely clear who called the cops that day, but based on my research, this wasn't the first time the couple had harassed the public with their creepy masks and weapons.
Just a leaf.
Earlier that week, they had terrorized a woman at Auckland's Domain Park, but left before the police were able to arrest them.
Oh yeah, that's so creepy.
When the cops arrived at the train station, Chris and his friends gave them the report, after which the Auckland Police Department uploaded a Facebook
Why are we at a
post
train
where they urged
station?
the suspects to come forward and warned civilians to stay far away from the masked couple if they saw them. They also cautioned that if they saw someone carrying what appeared to be a weapon, they had no way of knowing if the weapon was real or fake and would be forced to approach the situation as if it were real. Shortly after that, the suspects reportedly came forward to talk to the cops. Throughout the investigation, the authorities didn't release a whole lot of information to the public about who these people were, whether their weapons were real, or what their intentions were. But one thing we know for sure is that this wasn't just an innocent prank. In fact, when a lot of people online started accusing the students of staging a prank just to get attention, a spokesperson from the school came forward to clarify that the masked suspects had nothing to do with the institute. According to an article from Vice, a police spokesperson later confirmed that the weapons were fake. But I wasn't able to find any official confirmation of this, and to this day, not a lot of people know who the suspects were or why they were terrorizing the public for no reason.
A little silly
Whatever the
skit.
case, it's a good thing Chris and his friends were able to get away before things took a turn for the worse.
Yeah, you're right.
Near the base of Mount Fuji in Japan lies a forest that's known among the locals as the Sea of Trees. Interestingly, the entire forest grew out of a 30 square kilometer patch of hardened lava that was laid.
Oh my god. Is that the same? That's the same forest that Logan Paul filmed that awful, disturbing video at? This is like an infamous national site. Holy cannoli. Wow, that's something.
Down by the last major eruption of Mount Fuji. A little more disturbingly though, over the years the Sea of Trees has become known as a place where people go to take their own lives.
Oh.
And if you venture far enough into the forest,
See, I knew that.
it's not uncommon at all to find a body. Near the entrance of the forest, a sign written in Japanese reads, "Quietly think once more about your parents, siblings, and children. Please don't suffer alone, and first reach out." In July 2017, urban explorer and YouTuber Burbex ventured into the forest to see what he'd find, walking his viewers through his entire journey into the
hello
sea
there.
of trees.
No, don't go
But
in there.
even though the video starts out
Oh!
tame enough, just a few minutes into his
Don't.
exploration, the uploader comes across
Oh
an
my
abandoned
God, he
bike,
went in there.
and that's when things get a little disturbing.
Yeah,
I'm
jeez.
only a few meters away from the road right now, but I've already
Seems like it's in
found an
good
abandoned
condition.
bike. It's actually a pretty nice bike. Take a look
That's
at
what
it.
I said. Oh, it's flat.
I
God,
don't think it's been
there
here a
it
long
is.
time.
gosh,
got him
darn
there.
it.
And
A knife.
packet for a knife.
Oh,
I think I've just found some kind of note in a bag. It says 12/11.
that's probably
I
the date.
can't quite make out. I think this is somebody's name just here, and I'm not sure what this means.
On top of the bike, Burbex finds an empty piece of packaging for a kitchen knife, and a few minutes later, he comes across a note written on a plastic bag.
What?
The note translates to 1211 verified, Fuji Yoshida Police Station verified, meaning it's likely evidence of someone who abandoned their stuff to take their own life in the forest, confirmed by the local police station. It's incredibly haunting to think how many
Oh,
lives
they knocked
have
the
been
sign
lost in
down.
that forest over the years, and even more
What the
disturbing to think
shit?
that any random passerby could easily find the body while exploring the terrain. Over the years, the Japanese government has implemented several measures, such as placing security cameras near the entrance to track those who walk inside, as well as training volunteers to talk to the visitors who are
We
thinking
can't
of taking
cover
their
all the
lives.
entrances, though.
Still, this hasn't
coming in
stopped
from the
people
top,
following
baby.
through with it.
We're coming
And
in
the
from the
fact that the
top.
media has really played a big part in sensationalizing the forest in recent years hasn't helped either.
Ugh, this just looks eerie.
In early 2023, a man named David Meredith was taking his usual evening stroll through his
Oh,
neighborhood in
what's up,
Red
David?
Deer, Canada, when he suddenly saw a bull moose eating next to a tree. Hoping to catch a better glimpse, he hid behind the tree to watch. And
That's
that's
a
when the
big
moose turned around and
motherfucker.
started charging at him. To understand how
Holy.
incredibly dangerous this is, keep in mind that an adult male moose can run faster than 35 miles per hour, which is almost twice as fast as the max speed for the average human male. Even though moose aren't generally aggressive,
Fast
they can easily trample and
motherfuckers.
kill a human if they feel threatened, which is probably what happened here. Fearing for his life, David hoisted himself up the tree next to him to avoid getting stabbed by the moose's antlers.
Well, they're tall, no?
He just ran me up a tree.
Well, he doesn't seem harmful. He just seems calm. What could he possibly do? Go say hi.
As soon as he was out of the moose's reach, he started recording. For about 30 seconds, the moose just stares at David, and you can hear the uploader's nervous breathing as he waits for the moose to leave. But shortly after, the moose starts charging back and forth with its head down, which is a clear sign that it's stressed and would probably trample David if he were to come down or fall from the tree.
Look, he wants them. Oh. Wait, no. He just got the zoomies. The moose just has the zoomies. What are you
Based
talking
on what
about?
he mentioned to the
It's
news
harmless.
station that interviewed him a couple of days later, David stayed in the tree for over 10 minutes waiting for the moose to leave him alone.
No.
When asked how he
10
climbed
minutes?
up the
Are you
tree, he
serious?
demonstrated how he pulled himself up by a flimsy-looking branch, which is honestly one of the most concerning parts of this whole situation. That branch breaks, and David would have been at the mercy of a very angry moose and might not have lived to
Oh,
tell the
dear.
tale. Luckily, after seeing that David wasn't coming down, the moose finally gave up and ran off, thanks to which the uploader was able to come down safely after waiting it out for around an extra half hour.
Wow. That's a stubborn moose.
In February 2018, a man named Greg Harris uploaded a GoPro video of himself riding his ATV on an unnamed trail. For the first few seconds, the footage shows pretty much exactly what you'd expect from this kind of upload. But in the blink of an eye, something extremely disturbing interrupts Greg's ATV ride.
Oh, what is it? Is it the people in the forest? What the hell? Wait, did I see that? What was that? What was it?
If you didn't catch it, someone had set up a metal wire between the two trees, which got caught in the uploader's helmet and forced him to stop. It's pretty disturbing to think that if Greg hadn't been so
Oh.
lucky, he could have been decapitated by the wire.
What the
Fortunately,
hell?
as mentioned in the video description, his speed, along with the wire hitting his helmet instead of his neck, caused it to break as he passed through it. It might seem shocking that anyone would even
Wait, he's
think of
lucky.
doing something as incredibly evil as setting up a lethal booby trap in the
Yeah.
middle of an ATV trail.
You should watch
But
where you're going,
sadly,
bud.
It's actually pretty common in the dirt
The
bike and
heck?
ATV community. Sometimes
no, that's
these wires are set
crazy,
up by
what?
people trying to keep bikers off their property.
By killing
Others
them?
are set up by psychos who get irritated by the noise and decide to use violence to fix the issue. And the rest are set up by people who are just messed up in the head and want to bring harm to others for no reason. In this case, it's
Jeez.
impossible to tell who is responsible
a
for
serial
setting up the
killer.
trap. This is
It's
just
like-
one of those videos
That's like something you see in a movie, like like that's like something you would see in like a Friday the 13th movie. That's how Jason just kills his victims because they just love riding dirt bikes and ATVs in the forest. Set up a couple wires. Boom, boom, boom. Like, wow. It's actually a good idea for a kill in a horror movie. I'm gonna bring that to the directors.
where if the wire
What?
was set up just slightly lower, the accident could have easily been fatal. Luckily, he was able to walk away
No
with
way.
minimal injuries, and he used his video as a way to warn others to watch out for these kinds of traps, especially when riding through trees. Back in the summer of 2014, a man named Chris was biking in the mountains near Fernie, British Columbia,
2014,
when he
that's
suddenly
ancient.
noticed what appeared to be an
It's
animal
12 years ago,
approaching
that's
him in the
ancient
tall
ago.
grass. Immediately, he realized it was a mountain lion, and that's when he started recording.
Mountain lion?
I don't know if you can see it,
I can't see it.
but there's a mountain lion.
Wait, to the left. Oh, I see it.
He's crouching in the grass.
Wait, he's shift walking. Are you trolling?
He's actually coming towards me.
He's shift walking. Wait, you can't
At
see
first,
him. You
it's
can't
kind
see
of
his
hard to
footsteps.
see where exactly the animal is, but as Chris walks towards
It's
the
right there.
trail, you can see it emerging from the grass coming closer.
If anyone can't see it, it's right here.
That is a mountain lion. And
Holy.
he's stalking me.
Why?
Even though mountain lion
Oh.
sightings are rare, they have been known to attack people in certain
Um,
situations. And let's just say, if you see one stalking you in
This
the
is why
tall
we never
grass,
walk-
slowly
this is why we
approaching
never
as it
walk
stares
in,
you
in
down,
the
you can be
forest.
pretty certain
What
that
was the
you're
name,
in
Chris?
danger. About 2
Or
minutes
something like
into
that?
the
I don't know.
footage, the lion starts walking a little faster, and Chris does
Walking
the
or
one
running?
thing you never do with a mountain lion by
Run
turning
away?
his back and starting to run.
Stupid! You dumbass! You silly goose! Oh my god. No, no, why would you do that? You stupid fuck. Oh my god. Hey,
Hey,
bud.
Mr. Mountain Lion. How are you doing?
We're just
Nice to
talking
see
to
you.
it. Yeah, I don't
nice
know.
to see you.
Hey, buddy.
I am much bigger than you.
Over the next couple
Yeah.
of minutes, Chris tries to get the animal
Chris,
to go
you-
away,
you'll
but
really
it only
intimidate
walks
the
around
mountain
to
lion
him
by
and
being-
continues to stalk him,
by
staring him
saying you're
down in the
bigger
tall
than him.
grass near the
He
entrance to the
can't
woods.
understand you, gang.
A couple of minutes later, the uploader manages to take a few steps toward the main trail back to his car, but he doesn't get too far before the mountain lion cuts him off again.
Hey,
Stay back.
that mountain lion's crafty.
Stay there.
He can't understand you, Chris. Stop talking to it. Oh. Oh. He got scared?
I'm not afraid of you.
Clearly.
Fortunately, after a few moments of tension, the mountain lion turns around and disappears into the trees. Being in a position like that has to be downright terrifying, especially when you consider that the
Wow.
only reason the lion didn't attack was because
Or,
it didn't want to. And had it felt more threatened, it easily could have done some serious damage.
Could have killed him.
Thankfully, it was just a close
That's the
call,
serious
and Chris
damage.
was able to walk away from the terrifying encounter unharmed. In March 2019, a 5-year-old girl from Fairlawn, New Jersey was playing with her friends near a creek in a wooded area behind their home right off Route 208. This was an area the family knew very well, as they'd been living there for
Huh.
13 years,
It's a
and the
very
girl's
nice
father,
neighborhood.
Dave Kuroda, and his
What the
wife
heck?
felt completely safe letting their kid play in the woods behind their house. But at some point during that particular afternoon, the girl came across a pile of clothing in the woods, after which she immediately ran back to tell her dad what she had found. Strangely, the clothes
Us?
appeared to have been cut off a person's body, and there were suspicious red stains all over the tattered, shredded outfit. After confirming the
that would be
bundle
dirt.
consisted only of women's
Probably.
clothing, Dave called the Bergen County Sheriff's Office and reported the incident, feeling like it was just too out of the ordinary for a random pile of cut-up clothes to appear near the entrance of the woods so close to his
No.
home. Even though this was the first time their daughter saw the clothes,
What
it appeared they had been in the
was
woods
that
for
shot?
several months, which explains some of the excessive wear and tear, but not the suspicious cuts and stains all over the outfit. Immediately,
the
Fairlawn police started
couldn't
asking
be
the
dirty.
public if they could identify the clothes, hoping that it was just a prank rather than something more sinister. Unfortunately, nobody came forward, and until the clothes can be linked to some sort of crime or to a victim, they can't be accepted for testing by the police department. To this day, the cops from the Fairlawn Police Department haven't been able to match the clothing to anyone in particular.
Couldn't you just
And
test for
at this
DNA?
point, all we can do is hope that whoever those clothes belonged to did not come to the harrowing fate that the dark
But I
reddish
don't know.
stains imply.
I wouldn't know. Wow. Yeah, that was. Oh my god. I'm fucking terrified.